Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a video going through the older cards that I found in the box from um, this is from the antique mall, not the card shop box. Finally getting around to doing it. Had two separate piles. I divided the baseball up just to make it look a little better there. But these are all going to be cards from like 1983 and prior. Um, and they're mostly either cards that I liked, just thought like looked cool, or players that were at least of note during that time or today, Hall of Famers, stars, um, stuff like that, Pro Bowlers, All Stars, um, things like that. So that's kind of what I separated them to, and they'll eventually go into a binder along with their other fellow cards from that year. Um, Again, there were just one hockey and one basketball randomly in there. So I was like, okay, I guess we'll save those. Walter Davis. I don't know if that's his rookie card. Probably not, but wouldn't be too bad there if it was. So let's start with a little bit of football. Why not? So there's a lot of 1980, and there's a few 83s as well. But some notable players there. I'm sure you've all probably seen most of these years, but I thought I'd share with you what was in there. So I just thought it was cool. It was a good way to get a lot of older cards for way less than you would spend normally on like eBay or Facebook Marketplace or something. So regardless, I liked them. There's a few duplicates throughout. I kept all the ones from 1976. I figured, you know what, I like the look of them. I'll keep 70, even if they're common, any of them from 76 and older. And after that, we'll use more discretion. So Leroy Jordan, I think he just passed away. Or not too terribly long ago. Charlie Johnson also passed away, not maybe within a year or two. Lots of Mercury Morris. Guys having quite the hair day there. So is he. Must have caught him with their just taking their helmets off there. But a lot of fun stuff. You know, they're not going to be in the greatest of shape, but I don't care about that stuff. That doesn't drive me. Like this one, it's literally got a corner missing. So, but that's not why I collect. One's got a big old crease down the middle. Usually with like the really severely damaged cards, if I have a duplicate of them, I'll put the better condition card in the front and the poor one to the back or on a separate page or something. I kept this chewed up checklist. I was like, why not? If 76, like keeping all the 76 ends up being too much, we might reduce it from like 75 in the future. But for now, I don't have a whole lot of older stuff. So this is honestly perfect. That's football. Let's grab a little bit from the baseball pile. Why not? And this is actually the oldest card I found. 1959 Ray Boom. So that's pretty cool. Some of these are almost sorted by teams. There's his dad. Dad and son right there. Bob Boone, Ray Boone. And some of them are not. There's also a lot of these TCMA older cards from various years. So you'll see a lot of those. All upside down. There you go. Should at least see them right side up. Bet you people would have had a heyday with TTM and those guys back in the 80s and 90s. those cards. We just had to straighten them up. Sad Sam Jones. Wonder why he's sad. They had some pretty strange names back then. There's a few 73s in there. Mostly it's going to be 1988, 78, and yeah, with smatterings of 77, 75, 73, 70, these DCMA cards, all of that. I just set them all aside. It's a nice Ty Cobb. Got some Hall of Famers in there. Bird the Grass. There's a Raleigh Fingers. This one's an error card because Raleigh Fingers does not throw left-handed. It confused me for a second because I saw it and I was like, is that Raleigh Fingers? Or Ken Holtzman? Nope, those Raleigh Fingers. And I kept even the commons, any of them on baseball from 75 and older. There's a 67 Louis Tiant. It's got tape on it. I think somebody must have taped it to the wall. Nice Greg Luzinski. Ozzie Smith from 1980. Second year card there. No Ozzie Smith rookies. I don't even think there really even were any 79 Topps cards in here at all. Can't remember. '67 Willie Horton. 70 Topps Joe Niekro. Kind of looking like he wasn't expecting to be taken a picture of. 75 Frank Robinson. There's a 67 Big Al Worthington. 67 Mickey Stanley. 67 Tommy Agee. So there's at least a smattering there of decent players from back in the day. So I was happy to find some 60s cards. Thomas Ramonte, Buzz Capra. Dwayne Murphy. Let's go back to some football. For football fans, how's your teams doing? My Broncos are doing better than expected. I mean, honestly, the first two losses they had were kind of in a stupid way. They really should be undefeated. They've also won in a few stupid ways as well, so I guess it offsets. But we'll see how they do against the Chiefs here. I think if they win, I think they'll probably lock down the AFC West. At least to finish first. Doesn't mean the Chiefs won't win the rest of their games or something and make the playoffs. But I don't know. Don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. They're not the same team they were. I'm getting older, I guess. I'd just be happy if the Broncos make the playoffs and they at least win one playoff game. They don't even have to make it to the Super Bowl. I'd just be happy just to see them make it at least one game in. That'd be nice. It's been a little bit. We've had a lot of bad teams until recently. Always had a good defense, though. But yeah, how's your teams going? Or who do you root for? If you don't root for anybody, what sport or teams do you root for normally? You can just comment down below. So there's again the Ray Boone. Some more of those TCMA, SSPC cards, whatever they are. Like, I think they're all Hall of Famers. What they had in there. Must have been some Hall of Fame set. That one's 77. They almost all look the same on the back. So, except for these ones. That one's 79 TCMA. Some of the players I never even heard of. So that'll be interesting to look at the names of the back of all those. For video's sake, I did not show all those because I would just make it go on for way too long. Forgot to turn around some of these. Okay. I think that's it. A couple of them didn't get turned around there. Smokey Burgess, he's got some tape there. Jim Nash. That one doesn't have tape, so they did not tape that one to the wall. Guess that's good. There's a dinged up Rico Petrocelli. Guess it's kind of cool looking all at the same time with all those creases. Not worth anything, but just maybe cool to a collector. Jim Rollin from 1970. I seem to like the A's. There's a lot of older A's. This one, okay, I pulled this one because I'm like, look what somebody did. So I'm like, okay, I guess we got to keep that one. It's kind of funny. It's nice Keith Hernandez, 77. Let's finish the baseball. Baseball season's over, so let's finish the baseball. Are you guys surprised that the Dodgers won? I'm not. I was hoping that the Blue Jays, I was hoping the Mariners would make it, but the Blue Jays is like, you know what, they haven't won in a while. Dodgers have won a couple in the last recent years. Let's root for the Blue Jays. They're the underdogs, I guess, in this. But the Dodgers prevail. Tell if they know what they're doing during playoff time. It's really weird though, all the attacks into the bullpens, and here's the one card, Pat Rocket. I just thought his name sounded cool. Yeah, this like having starters go 3 or 4 innings. I'm like, I guess I get that they're probably worn out from the season, but sure they can give you another inning or two. Sure, adrenaline will take over. Mario Mendoza, just because of the Mendoza line, that's the only reason he's pulled out. Yeah, are you surprised the Dodgers won? Or did you expect it all along? There's a Boog Powell from 75 Tops. Bobby Shantz. Going on 100 years old. Pretty soon. A couple years, I think. 2 or 3 years. Just at the time of this recording, but to my knowledge, I don't think he has passed away. Be quite sad if he has. There's Paul Molitor from 1980. He's always been a very nice person. People in the hobby and sports in general. Ron Clark, Ray Oler. So yeah, it's like somebody's trying to do the 70 A set or something. I don't even know. Okay, let's finish the rest of this football and then we're all done, guys. We got Blaine Nye, D.D. Lewis, a few cards of his, Bobby Bryant, John Leopold, Nate Wright, Doug Sutherland, Bob Berry, Dave Maurer, Jim Lash, Doug Sutherland again, some marked checklist. Mitch Hoops, punter for Danny White, Robert Newhouse. There's a Fred Dryer from 1980, David Hill, Paul Kaufman, Robert Brazil, Ron Jaworski, Jaws, Mike Collier. There's a taped up checklist card. They wanted to say that one for some reason. Mark Van Egan, John Leopold again, a couple Norm Evans, Packers team card, Giants team card, Saints team card. Got some random baseball in here. Okay, Bert Hooten, Steve Stone, Gene Tennis, John Lowenstein, Rudy May, Bob Toland, Drago, Jerry Remy, Mario Soto, Dave Collins. So good job on the sorting there, Caleb. Do not pay attention there. Sherman Smith, David Lewis, Tony Green, and Lydell Mitchell. And that finishes our vintage. And there are still others. There was a lot of other commons. Who knows? Maybe down the road, might end up keeping them. Might use them for TTM. I pulled a couple out, like I pulled a Steve Swisher and Bruce Boyclair. It's like, man, maybe they sign. I don't know. We'll try. Well, that is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you all have a great start to your weekend. And I will see you all next time we do a video. So I don't know when that'll be, but hopefully one of these days. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.